Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Obama. Super 66. Value 1.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Here we go. 76. Tell him. 76. 76.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Go. Zero. Value 1. Starting left here. 12.
Out of the gun. Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now here's Mahomes. Big hold of the 30. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Left, 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 left. Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding room to the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
They gash him in a big way on that last run, and defense fortunate to tackle him on the 2-yard line, but doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the defense's plan. And that's the one thing the coordinator has to do and make sure the confidence stays high. Okay, sometimes they're going to get a big play against us. That doesn't mean we change everything and abandon our game plan, but now they have to stiffen and try and keep him out of the end zone.
They'll try to run it into Marshall. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And this is complete. It's Marshall. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this is caught by Watkins for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, lift! Lift!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Mahomes now on first down. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 82 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Value 3, value 3. Value 1.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it.
Twos.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Twos. Hard ball. Tripped up here. That's overload.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Finding room inside the 40. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Let's go, 12, let's go.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Super one, super one.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And now here comes Kansas City. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Green 90. Green 90.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Rams have got it back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Goff on first down. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Hardball.
Here's Goff now on second down. Man open left side is Brown. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Steps away to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Gone. Dumps it off to Gurley. Open space inside the 10. And now running right through it. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the gun, here's Goff. And he floats one there, incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that'll bring up second down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Goff. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. In for the score. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And that'll be incomplete. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Samson Ebukam. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Watkins, the intended receiver. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Value three, value three. Super 66.
Now a handoff for Gurley. He stiff-arms him. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw on second down is gone. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Goff now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2. Out of the gun, Goff. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's Mahomes to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Mahomes now on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. This is Marshall, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
2 for 66. 2 up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gurley again here on first down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Orange, 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 orange. Merlin, Merlin.
On second down, here's Goff. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. And got a man. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st down, Goff. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's Hill, complete. And out across midfield, down to the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue.
And here's Marshall. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Left. Ace. Black 58, rail. Black 58.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here we go. Green 90. Green.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Now he's flushed out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down.
Black 58, rail. Black 58, rail. Ready. Green.
They'll run with Marshall. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Keith Marshall with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Now it's gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Goff on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now Marshall. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
They'll run it with West. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close.